Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Back at it again with another day of the Odd Podcast, January 20th. We're going to give you some picks, some NFL picks, NBA picks, college picks, feet picks. No, I'm just playing. Um,
UFC too. We got some good fights going on tomorrow.
UFC. There we go.
Today's fight.
Let's today. Yep. Let's get right into it. Do what it's got to do. Let's start, baby. All right. First things first.
Get the negativity out of here.
The fucking Pelicans and those fucking who's.
Fucking poop of the day. I think Brian, you want to get started with this one? Go
Oh, this
ahead,
is
dog.
an easy one here. It's the Pelicans. More like the fucking pigeons, all right? These fucking pussies. No, I'm just playing. They got fucking blown out in the first quarter, down 20 points. Didn't see that one coming, guys. I'm sorry about that pick. Honestly, bro, I feel bad, bro. Whoever took that pick, I'm sorry I let you guys down. But we're bouncing back, all right? Shit of the day. Get it the fuck out of here.
Nah, to be fair though, Devin Booker bought out. I'm gonna draw 52 points.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting 52 points from him, bro. You know? And bro, and another thing, the fucking Pelicans starting 2 for 20 from three, bro. My fucking grandma could shoot better than that with her eyes closed.
All right, up next, UFC baby fight night.
UFC.
UFC 297. Main card is gonna be Strickland versus Duplessis. Steven, you're a UFC expert, dog. Take it away.
Well, I don't know how to pronounce his name. It's weird, whatever. Drew Plexus. I see he's obviously undefeated. If you guys know, he has his beef with Israel Adesanya. He's been calling him out for quite some time already.
I'm the king of Africa.
He wins this fight. He most likely fights the Adesanya for the world title, and that's the fight to make if he wins this fight. And he's been calling him out. He needs to win this fight to make that fight happen. So, and he's a well-rounded fighter. Strickland, all he does is box. So, and he also knocked out Robert Whitaker, whatever.
Whitaker. Yo, real quick, Brian, dog. What's your take on this, bro?
Honestly, bro, I just want Sean Strickland to knock this guy out, bro. I don't know, bro. His face just fucking pisses me off.
But why, brother? Why, brother?
Why? Because he's fucking Sean Strickland's an American, baby. And you know what I believe when I wake up in the morning? Red, white, and blue. You know what I do in the morning? Huh? When I wake up, I salute to the flag, baby. America.
Yeah, brother. Guns and beer and everything in America.
And fucking tits.
Wait, so,
American tits.
So you think do you think Strickland wins, or do you just want him to win?
Nah, I want him to win.
But you don't think he wins?
Nah. The other guy, from what I've heard and the little clips I've seen, he just seems like a more well-rounded fighter. He just more versatile than Strickland, like he said. Strickland's just a strictly Strickland. Okay, no pun intended. He's just a better boxer, bro. That's so.
It's gonna be a pretty good fight, bro.
I think the fight is gonna be close. I mean, look at the you're right. Look at the odds, bro. It's pretty much a pick 'em. You got -112 for Strickland, -108 for Duplessis. So it's gonna be a good one.
Also, Duplessis knocked out Robert Whitaker, whatever, on the feet, bro. So I like his striking, bro. I like his chances, and like if he strikes it with Strickland, I like his chances too.
Yeah, but Strickland fucking dominated, one of the best stand-up fighters ever in Israel Adesanya, bro.
I don't think Adesanya was at his best still.
Look at that, a little shoulder roll.
I think Adesanya needed a break from the sport, bro.
But yeah. Excuses.
All right.
America.
Next up.
So my pick is Duplessis. Let's go, bro.
Duplessis, Brian Strickland. Okay. Next up, NFL weekend. We got the divisional round, baby. Starting us off with the Texans versus the Ravens at Ravens. Steven, take it away now.
Well, so you can see, actually, I didn't even put Houston there, but I'm taking Houston plus 9.5. I want to say sprinkle, bro. I want to say sprinkle a little bit, money line, bro.
Throw a little bit of cheese on there.
If you're feeling good.
I'll say this: if it's tied, if it's tied or like Houston's down 3 after the first quarter, take a live bet and sprinkle that money line on Texas, because it's either gonna be a blowout right off the bat for Baltimore, or the closer the game gets at the end. Houston has a great chance to win this game if it goes to the fourth quarter tied.
Guys, if there's one thing that Steven's good at is live bets, bro. Every time he likes a live bet, he texts us in the chat, and that shit almost 80% of the times, 90% of the times, that shit hits, bro. So
Well, it's
take
just
his
a good
advice.
yeah, it's a good strategy in the NFL because every time they score a touchdown, they go a little extreme with the live bets, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
And
you
let me
score a
tell you,
touchdown.
if the Ravens come out and score a touchdown, that line is going up to 13.5, 14.5. Take that Texans spread, bro. Take the
Probably
Texans
even
spread.
more, honestly. Might even go even more.
Probably.
Take the live, baby.
But take the live, bro. If you guys want to wait on that, do it. But I'm taking the 9.5 at the start. But yeah,
It's gonna be a good game.
All right.
Lamar Jackson, CJ Stroud. I'm excited for this one, bro. It's gonna be a great matchup. Two high-powered offenses. I think the Ravens win, but I do agree
Defense.
with you. I think
Defense is
covers.
underrated.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas
Texans.
defense is underrated. Baltimore Ravens defense they're not underrated, but that's because they're really good.
All right, baby. On to the next one. Before we get onto this, honestly, nobody has a pick in this game. This one is just too split down the middle that none of us could make a decision. But we're just gonna give a little bit of insight on the game, and you decide what you want to do with the pick. Brian, go ahead, get us started.
Yeah, so going off Packers at 49ers, NFC divisional game. I don't have a pick per se. I wouldn't tell you to pick a certain team, but I don't know why. I'm just leaning slightly towards the Packers to cover. Same strategy that Steven said. 49ers get an early touchdown, take the Packers live. Just because Jordan Love and that offense, they're very underrated. They have a lot of no names, a lot of young guys. So people are like, eventually they're going to fold. I think those guys are going to be really good for years to come. I think this is going to be their show-up party. Or if they already had it against the Cowboys. 49ers are really good, but we've seen in the past years that in the playoffs, sometimes they could come up a little short. Kyle Shanahan, he could call some bad games. The quarterbacks don't play the best. Brock Purdy, he's good, but he could be a little overrated. And their defense, while their defense is good, is not as good as it was last year. And their secondary is suspect against a really good Green Bay wide receiver group. This game could, the Packers, it could easily sway whichever way.
I'm glad you said that because I literally was going to ask you if you think the 49ers secondary is weak.
It is.
I think it's weak.
And then Packers, that's the thing. The Packers every year, even when they had Aaron Rodgers, they have a bunch of no names, but they always draft solid players. They develop them well. You don't know about their players. Like their O-line is really solid too. People probably can't name two people on there, but their O-line protects really well for Jordan Love. They run the ball really well. They're such a well-disciplined team that this could easily be a close game.
And I'm not.
I think there's.
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
I was gonna say, I don't know if I trust. I want to say I don't know if I trust Brock Purdy right now. Enough more than Jordan Love right now.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a really good point.
And then one thing Brandon said earlier that we still haven't mentioned is the 2-week break on both games.
Mm-hmm.
A 2-week break. The rust is there. These guys have already. The Packers and the Texans have played a playoff game under their wings. They're in that mentality already, and usually that's why you in the Super Bowl. Let's be honest, most of the times you always see, like not most of the times, but it's split 50-50. You see like a wild card team or one of the lower seeded teams sneak in and make the Super Bowl. It happens a lot because they just get that rhythm early in the playoffs, and then it's just the other teams they're late catching up. And football is the game of momentum, bro. Once you have it, it's over.
Tell you one of those teams are losing tomorrow.
No, you're right. I know.
One of them are losing, bro.
You just got to call which one.
It's just but I'm gonna go with the Texans beating the Ravens. I'm gonna go with that one. But even though this game right here, the Packers physically match up with the 49ers.
Yeah.
So that could play a big factor too. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right, ladies. On to the next one. Enough of the NFL. Time to head on to the NBA. First game of the day, Pistons. Milwaukee Bucks, Steven, do what you got to do, though.
Taking the Bucks minus 13 here. Even though they're on the road, Pistons suck. And they have no Cade Cunningham. Yeah, their team has been playing all right, like without Cade Cunningham. But I think this is a get-right game for the Bucks. So this is the type of game they win, and they blow them out. And everybody thinks they're good, so.
Yeah, I also think matchup-wise, physically, they don't really have a matchup for Giannis. I think this is the type of game Giannis, he can just kind of attack the rim and just dominate inside the paint and kind of work an inside-out game. and I think it's to the point where they get a decent lead against them. I don't think the Pistons have enough firepower to keep up with the Bucks. So I do like the Bucks minus 13 as well.
Yeah, I agree 100% with this pick. Another thing, like Steven said, actually, it's a good bounce back spot for the Bucks. I mean, they got spanked by 40 points to the Cavs. I know Giannis didn't play, but a veteran team, they take that personal. They have pride in that. They're gonna come out wanting to play and beat down on the Pistons to gain some confidence and gain some track to get better as the season goes on. And Pistons they don't have enough shot makers, especially without Kate Cunningham. I mean, who they like Brandon said, they're not going to be able to keep up with the Bucks offense. This easily could be a 20-point blowout. So I agree.
All right, on to the next one, baby. We got the Philadelphia 76ers playing at the Charlotte Hornets. Spread is 10.5. Over under is 229. Let me give you a little bit of insight on this game. 76ers, both of them are on the back end of a back-to-back. 76ers coming off a big win. Charlotte just came off a win as well. One thing about the Charlotte Hornets right now, they're dealing with injury problems, especially at the big man position. Nick Richards is going to be out. Mark Williams is going to be out. They're going to be playing with not even a center in the game, and I think that's going to be a big problem matching up against probably the best center in the NBA, Joel Embiid. Also, just looking at the ATS record, 76ers 25-13, Hornets 16-22. Hornets also have one of the worst records coming off of a back-to-back against the ATS. And I just think the Sixers are the much better team. Defensively, they're going to rile the Hornets up, and offensively, they're not going to have an answer for Embiid. So give me the Sixers 10.5.
Oh yeah, I'm right there with you. This Hornets team they've been so bad for so long already. And I'm gonna be honest with you, LaMelo Ball, for all you LaMelo Ball fanboys, he's one of the more overrated players in the league. For him to be your best player, for him to be your best player, you're not gonna win a lot of games. As you can see, 9-30, and it just doesn't play. The Hornets, they don't play a winning brand of basketball. They don't play any defense. They take a lot of bad shots. Sixers have the MVP. They have a young star in Tyrese Maxey. They want the championship. They want to go out there and win, and they do well against bad teams. I'm gonna be honest. They want to make a statement against bad teams. They're gonna blow them out.
I think it's a reflection of their new head coach. I think their new head coach Nick Nurse has instilled to them every game come in and play hard and play scrappy, play good defense, play with pace, and get good looks. So. Not only that, one thing I want to mention too, the Hornets did just come off a win, but they beat a depleted Spurs team without Victor Wembanyama, so that might be kind of that might be fool's gold. So yeah, they only won by 4 points. So there you go. Steven, you got anything you want to say?
Nah. I think they blow them out, bro. I think Embiid goes for fucking 35 at least, bro. So
yeah, last time they matched up was at Charlotte too. Score was 135 to like 100. Fucking destroyed them. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Next up, baby, we got the Cavs at Atlanta.
Cavs.
Hawks +2.
Let's give a special shout out to Atlanta first. They did cover. So Steven.
Yeah, well, that's the reason why I'm gonna pick the. We took the Hawks, and now we're against them. All right, because that's how it plays out. All right, so Cavs. I'm taking the Cavs -2 here. Atlanta has to go back to Atlanta. They just played Miami. So, and I don't even know. Trae Young's probably gonna be out too. Even if he plays, I still take the Cavs -2. I don't know. I think that game is not even close, bro. I don't even think that game's gonna be close.
One thing to note too, Atlanta, they're the worst cover team in the league. Worst cover team in the league by far. It's not even close. They just covered a spread on a back-to-back to cover the ATS. They are 1-6. Worst team in the league again. That Cavs right now, they're on a 6-game winning streak, and they're just playing good basketball. Kind of like I said when they played against the Bucks. They're scrappy. They move the ball well. They get good looks. Against the Hawks team that's just kind of deteriorating, even though they're coming off 2 big wins, I don't think this is a good spot for them. I'm taking the Cavs -2 as well.
Right.
I agree 100%. Hawks off of a back-to-back. They had to win a grinded out game with the Heat. They won another grinded out game against the Magic the game before. and now they got to travel to Cleveland overnight against a really good defensive Cleveland
To Atlanta,
team.
to Atlanta.
They're playing
Oh,
at
they're playing
Atlanta.
at Atlanta. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You fucking motherfucker.
Well, they still gotta travel though, but
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still yeah.
but yeah, I like Cleveland in this spot. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
motherfucker. You.
No, I'm not. I think there's a blowout for real. Especially that the Cavs have been playing really good, bro. They're not about to lose a game to the fucking Hawks, bro. Like even though they could win by one and still cover or not cover, but bro, it's not gonna be that close, bro. It's just not. So,
All right, let's do it. On to the next one, baby. This was my personal pick. I got some people in the podcast that are kind of arguing against me, but we got the Raptors versus the Knicks. Playing at New York. Spread is -7.5. Over under is 228. Me personally, I am taking the Knicks -4.5. I'm buying 3 points with them. Simple as this. Raptors on the road, they're not the same team as they are at home. At home, they got to go whole country behind them. On the road, they're mediocre. They just lost their best player in Pascal Siakam for nothing, pretty much. I don't think Bruce Brown is going to play. I don't think Jordan Noah is going to play either
today, I
way.
think, or yesterday he played.
No, they didn't play yesterday. But either way, I don't like the Raptors in this spot at New York. I think New York, they can match up with them physically. I think Raptors, they lack firepower to keep up with New York with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle. So I'm taking the Knicks -4.5.
Yeah, bro. They played the Bulls yesterday.
Bruce Brown played?
Yeah.
How the hell?
Yeah, he played. He dropped 15. Yeah.
Damn. Either way, I'm still taking the Knicks.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, I agree with Brandon. Bruce Brown doesn't make that much of a difference, anyways. He's a nice player, but he's not Pascal Siakam. He had 15 points, but that won't be there consistently. I like the Knicks because at home they do play a lot better. They play more energetic. They make a lot more shots. They're very good at home. And the Raptors, they're a team they're very young. They're not looking to be in playoff contention. They're kind of just okay with. I mean, they just made a trade that showed that. And the Knicks, they want to go up in seeding. They made trades to try to be in championship contention, going for OG Anunoby, and I just think they match up. This is a really good matchup for the Knicks. I don't see anybody being able to guard Brunson or Randle, and yeah, at home I like it.
Do you like the 7.5 or 4.5, or just the money?
I could see both. I prefer 4.5. Obviously, I mean, if you get 3 points, take the 3 points. But I like both. I think they cover.
Oh.
And another thing you got to watch out for is RJ Barrett going back, reunion to the Knicks. It's going to be a little emotional. I think he's going to be a little off of his game, and he is a big piece of the Raptors' somewhat little bit success lately. I don't expect him to do very well tomorrow, and yeah.
Well, this is where I come in, and I disagree with both of you. I think the Raptors cover 7.5. I think RJ Barrett has a pretty good game, and I think Quickly has a pretty good game as well. And I think Scottie Barnes is just gonna join them.
Sure, I forgot about Quickly. I think he does have a good game.
And
Steven's a man of spectacle, bro.
Yeah, I love these type of games, bro. I love them, bro. I love these type of games, bro. You're going back to where you were traded from, bro. Bro, I love it, dude. Randle, he's garbage. I don't care what you guys say. So I'm taking the Raptors 7.5. It's literally up to Brunson, bro. Like that's who could take off for like fucking 40 points, bro. But I'll take my chances with him.
I don't think it's so much the scoring. I think it's more the Knicks defense turning it up and locking down the Raptors more than anything.
Oh, and great.
I also think the Raptors, without Jakob Poeltl right now, they don't really have an interior defense. Where I think the Knicks, if they can kind of attack the inside, they're gonna beat them up and bruise them up in there. You're gonna beat them up.
Bruise them up.
You diddy who.
But yeah. All right, on to the next one. I'm taking the Raptors.
On to the next one, baby. On to the next one. We got Minnesota versus OKC. Minnesota at home, -3. Over under is 230. We got a little controversy in the podcast again with this one. Me personally, I'm taking the Wolves -3. They're at home, on a revenge spot. OKC coming off a big win. I think this is a classic letdown spot for OKC. And I just think the Timberwolves physically they match up well with them. They're a lot bigger. They can beat them up in the paint. And at home, I'm taking the Timberwolves -3, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, you nailed it on the head. That's why I'm going with the. I agree with the Timberwolves. Literally the same exact reason. I think defensively, they can slow down the Thunder, and I just think that Gobert inside the paint, it's going to be harder for them to get a lot of paint points. They got really good perimeter defenders in Jaden McDaniels and Anthony Edwards. They got Kyle Anderson. Cat is a decent defender. He's gotten a lot better over the past couple of years. Even off the bench, they got some really solid defenders. I like the length on the Timberwolves team to slow down the Thunder. And at home, like at home cooking, they're going to make more shots. They're going to make more threes. Anthony Edwards is a dog. He's going to show up for this matchup wanting to prove a point.
No, even though, to be honest, I got a little PTSD right now, bro. I got a little PTSD, bro.
You wouldn't say that OKC have more shooters than the Timberwolves?
Not necessarily. OKC's not a great three-point shooting team. They just really have Isaiah Joe.
Nah, they can shoot the rock pretty decent.
I think they could shoot it decent, but I mean,
who do the Timberwolves have though? Besides Anthony Edwards, like that.
They got Mike Conley, Towns, Jaden McDaniels. They got some shooters too.
Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid off the bench. He's probably one of the better three-point shooting centers in the league. No, we already said Mike Conley. Alexander Walker, which hey, they're cousins, Shai Gilgeous and him. If people didn't know that.
I don't know.
This game is.
Yo, by the way, if you guys didn't know, Steven's our cousin too.
Yeah. This game is tricky, bro. Like,
no, wait. Also, if you didn't know, Brian's my brother too as well.
Brandon's my sister.
You motherfucker! Oh my god.
No, but for real, I don't know. This game, that's why we don't even have a pick, bro. Because this shit, unless Brandon's pick, are you actually going with that, or no?
Yeah, I'm going with the Wolves -3, though.
Oh, okay, you are. Yeah,
part of me, this isn't my favorite game, to be honest, but you gotta grab life by the balls, and you're gonna be like, fuck it, that's my fucking pick of the day.
There's another game that I like because it's basically a first place game right here. Basically a first place game.
No, it's true. They're fighting for the first seed, so
that's why I would take the OKC +3. I think it's a game winner at the end. So
you know, it's funny. Another thing I want to mention: it is a first place game, a battle for first place. So that's why I kind of like the under in this game. I think this is going to be a grinded out game. It's going to be close.
I do like the under, man.
And they're going to grind it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to grind on each other. So you guys like that stuff? Make sure to watch this game.
But grinding it out wouldn't that favor I don't know what the hell you said. Wouldn't grinding it out mean that the +3 is more likely to cover?
Yeah, but 3 points isn't much though. I mean, and all it takes is a couple free throws at the end for that to go bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Home team usually goes on a run to end the game.
All right, ladies. On to the next segment. We're going to college basketball. We're going to the fucking guru, the guy,
yeah, we
didn't have a fucking Don. Brian Diaz, go ahead, dog.
Oh yeah, so we didn't have a great day yesterday, but we went 1-1 on our college picks. I did say to tread lightly because yesterday wasn't a lot of value on the board. Today, Saturday, a lot of college games on the board. I love what I'm looking at here. And starting off, we got UCF and Houston, a good Big 12 matchup. We're traveling to Houston. Honestly, I see this game as a complete blowout. Houston, who's coming off of an impressive 20-point victory against Texas Tech. UCF also coming off a nice win, but I think that's why this line is only at 15.5. If not, it would be at 18, 19 points, which is, I think we're getting good value here. Houston, number 1 rated defensive efficiency in KenPom ranking. UFC. I'm thinking about the
UFC, UCF.
UFC, Sean Strickland, America. No, I'm just playing. UCF, worst offense in the Big 12, rated 182nd in KenPom rankings. Just a complete mismatch. Houston at home cooking. I kind of see this game playing out exactly how we took them against Texas Tech, except even worse because UCF is not as good as Texas Tech. And Houston, first year in the Big 12, they're trying to make a statement. There's no letdown spots for them this year. They're in a big boy conference. They're trying to prove a point and show that they're a legit team. And especially with a coach like them that they have in Kevin Sampson, he has a lot of pride in his team. And another thing, last time UCF played a good defensive team on the road in Kansas State, they got blown out by 25 points. This is a bad offensive team. I like Houston here to play is minus 15.5. I'll take it.
I agree 100%.
That's actually a good point that they just came off a good win, so that's why that line is like that.
Yeah, they beat Texas on the road. Although that's the thing, I think Texas is living off their reputation of last year. They're not as good, honestly. I almost picked against them, but they're at home, so I was like, we won't take that game.
They lost to BYU too as well by 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes sense why this line's like that. Though. If not, it would have been fucking 90. Yeah.
All right, on to the next one, baby. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, sliding on over to the Big Ten Conference. We got Northwestern traveling to Nebraska. Line is 2.5. Getting a good price here at 2.5 for Nebraska, who's coming off of a couple of tough losses. They lost to Rutgers in overtime. They got beat down pretty bad at Iowa on the road. But both games were on the road. Nebraska is a really good home team. Last time we saw them at home. They upsetted Purdue, number 2 ranked team, in convincing fashion. And I just see this as a nice bounce back spot for them. This is a high-powered offense who plays with energy on the defensive end when they're at home. Northwestern, honestly, they weren't so convincing in the Maryland game. We took them as our pick of the day 2 days ago. They didn't cover against the Maryland team that, I'm going to be honest, is not all that. And they were playing at home. I really don't like Northwestern. Their defense looked a little sloppy. On offense, they looked a little sloppy. Nebraska, really good head coach, ex-NBA head coach. He knows the game really well. I like Nebraska. Give me the 2.5 at home.
I like that pick a lot.
I like that pick too. Not only that, they the home cooking on Nebraska, bro, at home with the little Asian kid, bro.
Tominaga, he could shoot the lights
bro,
out.
He's a beast, bro.
That guy's ridiculous,
bro. Asian Steph Curry.
Bro, he's a beast, man.
But they have a lot more nice players than that. They're a deep team this year. They're getting back to what they used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so here we got a matchup in the Mountain West. San Diego State traveling to Boise State. We're getting good value here as well. Boise State is a really good team. They're really good at home. They did lose their last home game to UNLV, which is why we're getting them as underdogs against San Diego State. But I think they bounce back. San Diego State is a little overrated. They're living off of the hype of being the national championship runner-up from last year.
Mm-hmm.
And they've lost some favorable matchups on the road. All their losses actually have been on the road, and a couple of them against bad teams. And then when they play a good team on the road, they get beat down pretty solidly. Boise State, top 50 defense. They slow the game down a lot. They play at a nice pace. They have some shooters on offense. I like Boise State at home. Give me the money line.
By the way, solidly is not a word, all right, though? All right? This is the Odd Podcast, all right?
Sorry.
Sorry,
man.
You have anything to say, Brandon?
All the listeners. No, I agree 100%, bro. I think San Diego State, they're a little overvalued this whole year, honestly. They're a good team to bet against just because they're living off the hype train of making the Final Four last year. And Boise State, that's a tough place to play. So I like Boise State +1.
Yeah, we're getting +1 because they lost to UNLV. But we took UNLV on one of our picks yesterday. They did cover at +9.5. Sorry, +8.5 on the road.
They ended up winning that game?
Nah, they didn't win, but it was really close. UNLV is a great road team, though. San Diego State isn't. They don't make tough shots. UNLV does. San Diego State is a grinded-out team. Grinding it out on the road, sometimes it goes towards the game. Just kind of bounces the home team's way, especially in college basketball. Yeah, pulls.
Yo, Brandon, is that a Tua jersey?
I know. I'm sorry, bro.
No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, we're Dolphins fans, dog.
I know, but you know how people are, bro. Take that shit off, bro. Tua fucking sucks. You know, I'm actually kind of one of those people, but but I don't have too many. I already wore the Waddle jersey, so I don't want to wear it again. So, but let's lock back in. On to the next pick, baby. Let's do it.
So, fourth game of the day. Going over to the Pac-12, we got Washington State traveling to California. Line is at +1.5. I like Washington State in this one. Their style of play, it should be difficult for California to handle. A very slow-paced team that dominates the paint. They throw it in the post. They work the ball. They work the shot clock. They have an elite freshman point guard. And they dominate the glass, too. They're one of the better rebounding teams in the country. And on the other hand, California is a bad paint defense. They're ranked 182nd in KenPom ratings.
California. No doubt about it.
California.
Bro, how many games do you have, Brian?
No doubt
We got one more
about
after
it.
this. It's Saturday, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
Saturday.
Yeah,
Finally.
California, bad defense, 182nd in the ratings. They're also not very good on offense. You know, they take a lot of bad shots, and they, you know, Washington State is really good at controlling the pace, getting good shots. They play solid defense. They make you take a lot of tough shots. The typical spot for a road team to win right here. I like Washington State -1.5.
All right, you know what my thoughts on this are? Yo, you know what I don't get about Duplessis and Israel Adesanya?
Go ahead.
That they're like, oh yeah, I'm from Africa. Yo, technically, aren't we all from Africa? You know? Ah, no, cállate. Yeah, nobody cares.
No, for real. No,
All right, that's my take on this. There you go. There you go. Washington State -1.5 just because of that, baby. Let's do it.
All right, here we're going over to the SEC. We got Florida at Missouri. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love Florida in this spot. This is a high-powered offense, and they're rated top 25 on offense. They're going up against a really bad defense, rated 144th. And Missouri's offense isn't good enough to make up for their lack of defense. Florida also does a great job of getting to the free throw line, which is a plus on the road. And Missouri's one of the worst teams in the conference. We're getting great value here at 2.5 because Florida did get blown out last time out at Tennessee. But I'm going to be honest, Tennessee does that to a lot of teams. So this is a tricky line here for people. They're going to want to take Missouri. Vegas is going to want you to take Missouri. But I like Florida to bounce back and get a nice W here. And I like Florida comfortably, honestly. 8 to 10 points. This is giving me sort of the same vibe as pick of the day from a couple of days ago with Illinois and Michigan. I think Florida wins 8 to 10 points pretty comfortably. I'll take the 2.5 points.
Yeah, I also think they have a much better interior presence in Samuel Jr. Florida.
Yeah. No, they have a really tall.
They got 2 7-footers.
Yep, 2 7-footers.
And I also think, look, when a gator fights a jungle cat, I think a gator wins. So I'm taking the Gators.
So? Nah, I've seen a video of a jaguar kill a freaking gator.
Probably 1 out of a million, right?
Bro, those jaguars.
A gator, or a crocodile?
Bro, crocodiles are even bigger.
I fought a crocodile once.
Oh, bro, I fucking smashed a crocodile with my balls.
All right, let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Yo, what's over my record, bro? Who did that, bro?
Damn, we gave this guy.
Who did that, bro?
Yo, this guy's -1, bro.
No,
He's 2-1 here.
I'm 3-1, bro.
Bro, this is what I gotta say about this, bro. Nah, I'm just playing. All right, I'll start this off. Complete shit on pick of the day. We went over it earlier. This was easily shit of the day with the Pelicans. Started off 2 of 20 from 3. Zion Williamson, go on a fucking diet. Go on a fucking treadmill. Stop eating goddamn donuts all day. Brandon Ingram, stop smoking weed before the game. CJ McCollum, I don't know, bro. You fucking shot like shit. Jonas Valanciunas, fucking jump higher than 2 inches. Guy can't even jump over a piece of paper. And Devin Booker, fuck you. You goddamn ruined my bet. All right, you win for 52 points. Go fuck yourself. All right, bet of the day over. Fuck this shit.
All right, Steven, go ahead, dog.
All right, well, we predicted it. It happened. We knew that he were gonna most likely lose this game, and they did. I wanted to sprinkle a little bit on the money line, but we didn't. We chickened out. Whatever. We took the 6.5. If you did it, nice job. But that was an easy cover. I'm 3-1 on the record. So just
one thing I want to add on to that. You know what sucks, bro? It was on UD night, bro.
It was.
We took an L on UD night, bro. That's sad, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
All right, ladies.
They were there to spoil the party, though. You know, it makes sense, bro.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, I know Brandon's about to lay in on the Celtics.
All right, we got the Celtics -5.5, dog. I want to say something real quick. You know what? I want to start off giving credit where credit is due. Jokic, he's that dude, bro. He's that guy. Best player in the league. Murray, they showed up. Nuggets showed up, man. They made tough shots. They played well. But I want to tell you something about Tate. I want to tell you something about Tatum, bro, and Jaylen Brown. You might be 6'8", you might be 6'9", you might have a 40-inch vert, but I'll tell you something you don't have. You don't have big balls. You got little ass balls. Shriveled, empty, hollow ball sack, bro. The problem with the Celtics is that they have no balls. They have no fight in them. They have no heart in them. So when the Nuggets came out, and Jokic, he's a big guy. He has big balls. So he came out, he said, here are my balls. And you know what the Celtics did? They ran away. They got scared. They shrank. And they laid an egg. Because that's what things with no balls do. They lay eggs. So there's my take on the Celtics, man. Honestly, Celtics are a tricky team to bet on.
No, they're not tricky. You nailed it right on the head. When they play a shit team, they dominate because they have no balls. But when they play a team with fucking big boulder nutsack, they fucking lay some eggs.
Yeah, all right, Brian. I think you're getting into the balls now.
Yeah.
Anyway, point I'm trying to make is, I'm sorry about Brian's ball obsession, bro. He's a little on that side, if you know what I mean.
Started with the ball sack, bro.
Yeah, but you got too invested in it,
Bro, I got side.
All right. Point I'm trying to make is the Celtics, their play style, I don't think it fits to compete against the best teams in the NBA. So just take that with you next time they play one of the top teams in the NBA, okay? There you go.
And that's why I will always take the Heat over the Celtics in the playoffs.
Amen. Let's go.
But
Yes, sir.
All right, baby. Next up, we're going to go for today's picks of the day, baby. Let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Brian?
So I'm pretty sure you guys were easily able to tell which one was going to be pick of the day for me. Florida on the road against Missouri. Missouri's terrible on defense. Florida, a high-powered offense. Get to the free throw line very well. They defend the paint very well. And Missouri is just not the same team they were last year. They lost a lot of people to grad transfers. And it's just the easy spot here, Florida, 2.5. We're going to bounce back. All right, guys, we're going to bounce back. I got 5 picks, college on the board. Looking to clean sweep 5-0 now. All right? We got this shit.
Well, we got Texas plus 9.5. I already told you guys, if you don't feel too safe taking that plus 9.5, if Baltimore comes out and score, you can probably have them at 14.5, 15.5. I wouldn't be surprised. And then you got to take it there, bro, because there's no way they get blown out. If Ravens come on and score, the Texans are going to go right back and score. No matter how good that defense is, bro, like CJ Stroud is that dude, bro.
He's that dude.
So, and yeah, but I'm taking the 9.5 because I don't think they come out and score, bro. I don't care. I think that Texans defense is up for the challenge. So
I like it. Me personally, my pick of the day is the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Hawks. Let me tell you why. Hawks, worst cover team in the league. Cavs on a hot streak, 6-game winning streak, playing some of the best basketball in the NBA. And the Hawks are on the back end of a back-to-back, coming off a pretty good win, but they're going to be exhausted. They fought hard. So I like the Cavs. -2, baby. Let's fucking make some money, some cheddar, some gabagoo.
Some gabagoo.
Some fucking gabagoo, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Poo bagel.
you have 5
Let's
games
do it,
on the slate, Brian?
Yeah, I got 5 games on the slate today. Saturday is packed with college basketball, so
God damn.
I saw a lot of great games that I like. And I'm telling you, we're gonna go undefeated 5-0, at least 4-1. But we're gonna go. I like a nice 5-0 day.
So how many games do we have in total that we have right now? With yours and then
Probably like 10 games.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 11 games total.
Yo, so whoever actually listens to our picks and follows through on them, you're either gonna have the best day of your life, or you're gonna wake up on Sunday and be like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Nah, but Sunday, guys, bro. Let me just say this: I got a pick waiting for you guys. I already know who I'm going with, and that is the lock of the fucking year, bro.
The Miami Dolphins, baby. No, I'm just playing.
No, I don't know. That's so.
Miami Dolphins going to Cancun. That's what the fuck.
The lock of the century was the Chiefs against the Dolphins, bro. Sorry.
All right. Hope you guys listen. Hope you guys like what you saw. But before we end the stream, Brian has some wise words of encouragement to give y'all. He's a little amped up, so go ahead, Brian. Take it away.
You want to be a fucking winner in life? Huh? You want to prove some shit in life? You fucking listen to the Hard Podcast, all right? We're cleaning the board tomorrow. 5-1 College Joe. Clean the sweeping NBA. Fucking put your balls on the table. That's what you gotta do every day. I say it. Wake up, wash your fucking nuts, and put them on the table. The Hard Podcast, baby.
Let's go, Steven. Take it away, baby. Come on.
Well, you guys already know. Tomorrow we got about 11 games. Everybody did their research. We wake up tomorrow. We eat breakfast. We shower, brush our teeth, and get right to it.
Lift some fucking
Let's get
weights
right to it, bro.
right before you make your picks, so you get your fucking blood pumping.
Let's go, baby. That about wraps it up. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to wipe your ass. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Fucking love you guys. Peace out, baby.
Put your nuts on the table.